M1 TV, you know the vibes. Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
His name here and an address. Just write Delia at the principal. What's your name? Man, some music have years and I'm wanting for the same person to sing my life story.
Yeah, man, I see you, man.
All these things I've done. Huh?
Yeah, man, him see you, man.
Okay. Anthony, I'm gonna come and get you in another 15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Alright? You wrote those songs?
M1 TV. Alright, yeah, with it. Work never stop. Megga Bling, oh, with the M1 TV, oh, with the not so that thing. Me? God and time.
Living,
Alien lifestyle. I don't civilians lifestyle.
always up there. So over there, so I wait for the interview, you see me? So the interview ready for start, you know, we're up and gunning. Make sure for early, make sure we have an appointment them for certain interview. Matter of fact, all interviews make sure you're there on time, make sure you're there early. You see me I say? You have a reputation to protect, you see me? So make sure you have a good working relation with people. Them. You know what I mean?
Crew.
Good afternoon and thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you. You started music at a young age.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your upbringing and what about it would have introduced you to music so early.
Well, actually, I grew up in a community called SXR. You know, that's in West River, St. Andrew.
Okay.
You know, so growing up as a youth, you know, actually, there's a lot of sound system in my community. You know, so I always just have a great love. And you know, we grew up in a church. So, you know, we used to have to sing a harvest and, you know, church service and stuff like that. You know, but growing up, you know, getting a little bit older and, you know, start going to high school, you know, fall in love with the music now, a different passion, you know, start big decks and, you know. So we have to take over high school and we just start take over high school. And then when I'm going to, you know, himself it and spot my talent and, you know, start carrying me around some studio. Carry me in a studio one time and see I'm out DJ and I said to me, say, DJ, anytime you can DJ like him, okay, come a studio, come voice it. Then following Saturday after that, you know, a guy called Mikey, he have a sound named Lover's Choice. He hear me I do a song and him carry me go on a Jaro studio, we record me and, you know, from them now, we just take on the music back like, we just start, you know, write some lovely songs. You know?
And a lot of this happened here in Jamaica, and then you moved to London, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that transition from Jamaica to London impact your music as well?
Well, actually, my journey through music definitely actually started write a book the other day and stop writing the book because I feel like it's a documentary what I really have to do. You know, I do a movie. I'm more like a documentary if people really understand when we go through music. Because my journey through music has been a difficult one.
Wow.
You know, but
Talk to me.
Determination. You know, and, Mark 10 verse 27 becomes one of my greatest Bible verse. You know, and Jesus looking up on them saying, with man it is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So just trust God and continue on the journey. You know?
What makes it so difficult?
Go again?
What made it so difficult?
I'm not, this earphone could turn a little bit up.
Oh. You want to try that one instead?
No, this one not working. So look,
you
try
can.
that one. Yeah, I like a little more volume on this.
Is this better? Is that better?
Yeah, a lot better.
All right. So, what you said it was very, very difficult for you. Share some of those experiences. What made it so difficult?
Well, definitely, if I forgot art, mind, and soul here right now. All right, it's like my first professional song actually recorded. You know, after recording that song, I actually developed a problem with my ear. So, you know, on the journey, I realized it's like the deeper I'm going on music, and the more my ears them kind of start lock off into the music. You know, I never really share that story with nobody because it come in like, it's a thing where, like when I go say right now, it kind of make people start look on it in a different way. You know, but actually running from specialists from Montego Bay to Kingston, actually every specialist, spending my life saving, you know, and doctors, and it's like every doctor say nothing to do my ears. You understand? Hearing tests and everything come back, nothing to do my ears. You understand? Then actually, I just in the road one day and this lady walked to me and she said to me, say, youth, one great youth, you know, but you get a lot of fight. And the only way them can get to you is through your ears. You understand? And she tell me, say, if you buy an olive oil and bless the olive oil. So people listen to songs like In Life. When I hear me say, arm be prayer, bring me show, a whole heap, you know. Actually buy the olive oil and arm be bless it and I start to use it for my ears and then when I start to come out and then now I just come my bed and like the most I give me a vision. You know, I write a song called All of What Take the Money Got Science Man, which I haven't recorded as yet. You understand? So, you know, show it is a lot of fight and, you know, a great inspiration. Because the more them fight, me just decide, alright, here we go on. At the end of the day, can't give up. You understand now? Just a walk for fight. We'll come out as a winner.
Yeah. Did London make a difference when you were there?
Well, a lot of times, you know, but we just keep pushing. Now, the grace of God, we just continue pushing.
During your time in London, you published a book called The Making of Poetry.
Yeah, because actually, at that time, I find myself in a situation, you know, so I find time to spend with myself. I start to see some other side to myself where, you know, I just start actually doing classes and actually wrote a poem for a writing one day. And the teacher said to me, say, you can write poems, you're a poet. And I said, no, I'm not really a poet, but I actually write music. And then she introduced me to this guy from Africa, and then he said to me, say, you're a natural poet, but you just have to sit aside it, you know. So I just start writing, and they introduced me to just writing a book, you know. So I actually wrote a book called The Making of Poetry.
And what was the process in the completion? Like, what inspired the things in the book? I know a lot of what you write is about your life experiences.
Yeah.
Was that the same with the poetry?
No, well, actually, I don't even know, you know, I must still say grace of God, because I just start write and then ideas come. I would just put the words together and, you know, it becomes beautiful poems.
Yeah.
You know, cause, yeah.
Yeah, you go through a lot of changes, including name changes. One time you're a vigilante.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you decide that, you know, because words sound power, how do you decide, say, you know, this name is what represents me now, but I've been through this part of my life, something else is what I'm representing. How do the name changes happen?
Well, definitely, at the time when actually was using the name, actually did a research and said that vigilante is a person who live above the law and stuff like that. So I actually love that name. You know, so I just came up and said, I'm going to call myself vigilante. But in the same process and time when I recorded the song, that was the same song that I see a lot of things start happening to me. That was the same time where I actually came underneath a lawsuit and for the name, so you have to just leave it alone.
You have to just leave it alone and then do something else. Alright, so you do tiling, you write poetry, you record music. It's like, you know, whatever the hands and the heart give you the ability to do, that's what you do in Megga Bling. But you're still here, so tell me about Never Give Up the Fight. Where do you draw inspiration? Because things can be difficult, you can feel like people are fighting and can go home and give up. You can decide to, you know, the ear is so important to the music and it now, I gotta do something else. What kept you going and determined and even to put it in words, that perseverance?
Well, at that present time, actually, as I tell you, I was having so much problem in my hearing, so I actually synchronized myself from music. So when I actually started back the game, I approached Turbulence for a collaboration, and when he gave me the collab, that was where actually I decided I was gonna actually start doing music serious. And then Fusion introduced me to a producer called Black Carpet.
Right.
And then actually, when I actually got that rhythm, you know, at the time, I just lock off and I listened to the rhythm, and that was the inspiration I actually got from the rhythm. So just go ahead and I wrote the song.
Go ahead and write the song. So we got 2 songs here. My Life Story. I'm going to hear a little bit of it, and we're going to talk about it. Very, very deep and personal song, you know. So Johnny's going to play that for me now. Yeah. Wow. It's a story.
Most
It's a
definitely.
story. And I mean, some artists have that gift where they can be vulnerable in their music and put their life out there to the fans, and you know, if they want to embrace it, them embrace it. What gave you the kind of, I don't know, the strength? Because vulnerability is a strength, you know, to put it out there, your life story.
That song is my life story. My life story. You know, it's naturally what happened to me. You know, I actually wrote in that song.
Yeah, but some people go through it and them don't want people know say that me I go through. Me not gonna give nobody nothing for go chat me. Me not gonna make nobody throw nothing on my face. You put it out there. So that's what I'm saying. What gave you that strength to say I can talk about my life?
Definitely, it's a journey. You understand? And if you inspire a lot of youths and a lot of people, sometimes you have to go deep. You understand? Because a lot of people can relate to things that we actually go through in our life.
Absolutely.
You understand? And this song is a very deep song. I actually got a rhythm from a guy and started writing this song, and then end up the rhythm had a little problem, and then I actually was in the studio one night, me and Greg Fusion and M1 Records, and you know, went to record the song for a young producer. But the rhythm wasn't structured properly. So actually my engineer called him and was talking to him, but he wasn't actually taking any talks. I was saying, Fusion, you are M1, take the song. And then Fusion said, start play a couple phrases, and him said, yeah, give me the song. Give him the song and him a couple beats, and then he said, ready. Go into the studio and actually record the song. When I record the song and come out and Fusion, I said,